and welcome to my Pick a Card channel, the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm here today with a Pick a Card reading for you. Today's topic is all about October love predictions. What sort of changes in your love cycle can you expect in the month of October 2023? For my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your kind comments below the comment section. Be sure to check your notifications because I have reached out to a recent winner, so be sure to check your notifications if you have dropped a comment below any of my readings. If you are new to the channel, welcome. We would love to have you join our beautiful soul family by subscribing to the channel, and be sure to drop your comment below for your chance to win a reading as well. You can also check out the link below, my reading for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below. But for today's Pick a Card topic, what will October 2023 bring in your love cycle? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Pile number 1 with the Empress and this gourd. Pile number 2 here with the 2 of Cups and the pine cone. Pile number 3 with the pumpkin and the moon. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there may be messages waiting. I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Again, it's all about October 2023 love predictions. Hello, pile number 1. You are drawn to the gourd and to the Empress, and this is your reading. What can you expect in love in October 2023? As soon as I touched the gourd, I heard it rattle. Like I felt like I heard a rattle. There's nothing in it, obviously, but and they're talking about celebration here. You can notice here that the Empress has a lightning strike through her hair, all of those beautiful leaves of change. This could really be talking about moving into a time of great abundance and a lot of permanent change, and maybe walking into like an epiphany about yourself and about what you want out of love in general. So this is a very abundant card to be drawn to. It's a beautiful card to be drawn to as well because it acknowledges, it's your acknowledgement of the highest version of yourself. Whether you're the Empress or the Emperor, it's an acknowledgement that you are deserving of every good thing and you deserve an abundant love cycle as well. So let's take a look here for pile number 1. Switch decks here. Pile number 1, please. What to expect in love in October 2023. We have the 9 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and I just felt this intense feeling of like waking up. You can see she's stretching, waking up from like a bad dream or waking up from a negative cycle, coming to the close of a negative cycle. There's the Emperor. You were drawn to the Empress. We have the Emperor. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 9 of Wands. We also have the moon here as well, and we have the Hanged Man. Now, what's beautiful about this moon is you can see she's sitting on the crescent moon. She's got a bottle of champagne. It's like an act of celebration. They're speaking about trusting in your intuition to move you into a new timeline of some kind or more that's going to be revealed to you. They're also talking about chains of events that have led you to opportunity up to this point. So let's clarify this message. What to expect in love in October 2023. I feel like there's been somebody who's been holding back from you. And I feel like you might know who this person is. You may be already talking to them, but I feel like there's been someone who has been holding back from you because of fear, because of insecurity, and because of perhaps what you actually represent. Like there's a power within you, like with the Empress, it's like you light up the room. And that's very empowering to think of being with the Empress, but it can be very intimidating to think of the approach. I do feel like you have somebody who you're going to be dealing with in October in the love realm that you haven't already established some type of connection to. It may not be a relationship that you have forged yet, but you already know this person, or they're known to you in some way. It could be an Aries energy, very strong fire element here. Seven of Swords, supporting the 5 of Swords. And the 2 of Cups. Oh my goodness. Back of the deck again, the Moon, Scorpio energy. You could be perhaps that beautiful water sign, and the 2 of Wands. There is more coming for you in October. We're building upon some type of flirtation. We're building upon some type of attraction in October. And I really feel like this divine masculine energy is really having to tap into their strength to be able to express themselves, because they want to play a different role with you than they're playing in the present moment. But they are also carrying a lot of conflict with them that has made themselves hold back in the past. They could potentially hold back emotionally as well in the near future, but there's something about this relationship that's coming in for you. I feel like October, it may not be completely solidified by the end of October, because there's still this feeling about needing one last push, needing one last bit of strength or bit of confidence to be able to move into an offer for you. But there's going to be a huge sort of intake of flirtation. You're going to be talking to this person more. Maybe they're going to be taking you out, because there's an aspect about movement, somebody making a move on the divine feminine. There's Emperor energy making a move on the divine feminine. And I'm getting the impression of somebody who kind of stutters or who's nervous around you, quiet person perhaps that you're dealing with. Now, sometimes they may not present themselves as very quiet, but I feel an emotional insecurity that comes in from them in this moment. There's sort of I feel like almost like a moody type of energy, but when they get moody, they retreat. But this moon energy is telling us to trust our intuition to guide us and make sure that we're looking above the immediacy of the situation to see their intentions. Because even if there's like a bit of a back and forth or a push-pull here, it's just a symbol of their fear about moving into this new role and their fear of charging forward. Because whenever they get the instinct to come towards you, the ego comes in and tells them that they're going to lose or they're going to get rejected. So they're afraid. They're afraid to really approach you. So I feel like October is going to be really heavy in improving a connection and talking more within a connection and more flirtation cycles. And I feel like it's going to be perhaps moving into November when you're going to be entering into a full-fledged relationship with this person perhaps, or they actually pull the trigger and ask you out, or they really pull the trigger and ask you to define the connection in some way. So flirtation cycle is leading to so much more, and Spirit's asking you to surrender to what's about to be revealed. There's a chain of events happening in October that is going to set the stage for the momentum that you're going to see beyond October. And I feel like moving into November is going to be more so where the physical manifestation of the connection really materializes for you. But it feels exciting. That's why the Knight of Wands is saying take action, say yes to the change that's going to be shown to you soon, and don't let fear hold you back, because this person has been holding back because of fear. And sometimes, you know, the old saying goes, when in Rome, do as. In this case, Spirit says don't do as. If they're holding back, you don't hold back, because we need somebody to create that space of vulnerability. October 2023 love predictions. Oops, thank you, Spirit. We have here the Not For You, and we have Buy the Book. And there's like a discrepancy in this card. The 6 and the 11, both of them are like the 6 of Pentacles, the Justice, about the cause and effect of our actions. And somebody is already feeling tested in that way in regards to your connection or in regards to you. Somebody's already weighing their options out. You can see this person's balancing the chessboard on their fingertips. And there's a message about careful, calculated steps, because they are convincing themselves that they're going to get rejected. But this is not the truth. It's just their ego talking. They're convincing themselves that luck is not on their side. But the truth is that I feel like there is a lot of potential. Now, of course, we say potential because even if this person makes an offer, you still have the opportunity to say yes or no. We have to be fair. Again, breaks down to an 11. And about opportunity, Justice. Libra could be a very significant sign for you or this person. Again, there's a lot of Scorpio. We also have a very strong Aries presence here. We have the Turtle. You may have been dealing with this person for some time. Like there may have been a back and forth here that has been taking too long for progress. But it's also, the Turtle's also about surrender. If you've ever turned your gaze away from a turtle when they're like on the road, for instance, they can move very quickly when they want to. We have the Owl. And we do have the Moth, a moth to a flame, feeling very attracted to each other. Very attracted to each other. But there's also an aspect of insecurity and anxiety surrounding the moth, because sometimes the moth can get burned, and there's the fear of that being hurt and having my heart broken that might have this person kind of hold back in the last second by the end of October. But again, I feel like you have offers coming in right on the cusp of October and November 2023. Love predictions, please, for pile number 1. What I love here is that there's so much potential between the two of you beyond that point. We're dealing with the Empress and the Emperor. Like perfect alignment. October could set the stage for like a lot of permanent change, some type of evolution for you here. Time to show the world the real you. And someone in this connection is going to be revealing the truth. And they want you to surrender to it. Surrender to what's about to be revealed to you ultimately. Emotions are running high in the present moment. The super moon, you have 2 moons as your back of deck. And the Nine of Swords is definitely an influx of a lot of intense emotion that can sometimes cloud our judgment, sometimes cloud our determination. And it's going to be that determination that does create the momentum in your love cycle for you, pile 1. Advice for pile number 1, please. What to expect in October 2023 in their love cycle. We have here, I said, avoid the trap of mistaking a true soul connection with your typical soul connection. We have obstacles, looking for ways around it to find happiness, because I feel like there could be a small frustration because you feel them holding back. You feel them holding back towards a true blue relationship. And I will say, for some of you, you may enter into a physical relationship with this person, or you may already be in one. So we could already be establishing a physical connection, but the emotional connection is what is taking its time. But we're going to look for ways around it. And the truth is that there is a lot more coming in this connection. It's not going to be over by the end of October. We have clarity. Take time to think about your situation to gain clarity. And emotions that are running high, look deep within to see the truth. Because there's a certain amount of conflict that keeps this person quiet about their intentions and about their true feelings. That could be why they feel more comfortable expressing themselves to you physically than they do emotionally. But I do feel like, again, October is setting the stage for more clarity, and it's like a launching pad for growth in this connection. Emotions are running high, pile 1. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. October love predictions, advice for pile number 1 in the bowl. Missed it. 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. There is this message about, again, bringing us to the benchmark of change in October. There's a request for action. There's a call to action for this divine masculine, for this fire energy. This person's very attracted to you, but this call to action has to be utilized, like it has to be listened to, and there is some work to be done. Work to be done in October to set the stage for November and beyond in this relationship. Because it may not be a full-fledged relationship yet. It may just be the 2 of you flirting back and forth. There's some physical aspects between the 2 of you. But by, I feel like, November, there's going to be more emotional communication. There's going to be more emotional depth in the connection itself. We have the paperclip to-do list. It's like it's on the to-do list. The relationship is on the to-do list. We do have the rose of empowerment. We have the plume here. I think about a vine, so I think about seeking out more information and communication. There's movement. There's an unfinished cycle that you're already a part of in this moment. They're also talking about success for the divine feminine and the internet playing a role. The hand of Hamza. We have the 2 of Cups, or the 2 hearts linked, in the reversal right now, because I don't think the relationship is going to form officially in October, but we're having fun. There's the dolphin with the ball. We're enjoying this playful time, and play sets the stage for so much more happiness and abundance. So we do have commitment cycles for the divine feminine that is coming in the future. And then we have the letter N. That is what I have for you today, pile number 1. If it resonates with you, even if you have to come back after October, I would love to hear your story. Please drop your comment below for your chance to win a reading. Be sure to hit your notification bell, however, if you want to be notified that you are the winner and we can get the ball rolling. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the pine cone, and you were drawn to the 2 of Cups, and this is your reading. What can you expect in love in October 2023? What I love about the pine cone that you were drawn to is that it's opened up. Some pine cones are closed, and then when it's time to release the seeds, they open up to expand. So there's something beautiful about that. They're also highlighting like a Canadian Thanksgiving, so they're talking about that too, so that could resonate with you. Now, the 2 of Cups here is about relationships. the beginnings of relationships. You can see it's two ghosts that are coming together in the electric eel, so lots of electricity. This could be talking about a relationship that is deepening in October, or a relationship that is forming and blooming in October. So this is a great card to be drawn to. Let's take a look here. What to expect in October 2023, please, for pile number 2 in love. We have the Fool. We have the Strength in the reversal. We have the Moon. We have a very strong Leo presence here, very strong Scorpio presence. We have the Page of Swords and the Hermit, Virgo. What to expect in love in 2023, please, for pile number 2. We have the 8 of Coins. Back of the deck is the 9 of Swords, and we have the Devil, Capricorn. A lot of energy here. Let's clarify this message. Now, there's a call to action in October 2023 for you, because your ego, your strength, your fear of change might sabotage a really good opportunity, because October signals a change in your life, but you're going to have to be hungry for the change enough to take action and take a leap of faith in some way. There's a lot of overthinking and worry associated with October and your love cycle too. And this is coming from the past. Like, this is not coming from a person on your mind right this moment. This is coming from old baggage that requires attention and requires healing. So there's a reason why it gets brought to the surface in opportunities like this, because it's a reminder from Spirit about sort of junk in the closet that still needs to be released before, so we can make space and room for the growth that wants to come in for us. We have the Two of Cups. I often say that my first position card is so important to me as a reader personally, and this is no different. There is something very powerful that is waiting for you. Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. I just saw the Justice, Libra. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. King of Swords. Back of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now, there could be a work connection here for someone. I'm also getting a lot of Virgo energy for the Divine Feminine, so please take that as it resonates. October message for you, pile 2, is all about facing the changes in your life and being willing to be a participant instead of an observer. So if you feel like that's been a part of your love cycle, then we're going to have to shift our application of strength here towards people that are going to pop up for us, or an already present attraction. I feel like there's already somebody in your gaze, or somebody that you're focused on that maybe you really, really want, but you've been taking your time to apply force towards this person. And so sometimes when love cycles are coming, it's not about it coming towards us, it's about what we're going to meet halfway. And they're really speaking here about making a plan and executing the plan. Even if we don't feel ready yet, they're saying October is a really good opportunity for us to take a leap of faith. And if we do, it changes the course of October. Like, if we put the effort in, we set the stage for relationships forming, but we have to kind of jump into the pool, and we have to sort of override the insecurity that we've been experiencing ultimately. It's about revealing something, letting the seeds out. And that the insecurity, perhaps you're a Capricorn, the insecurity will be there, but if we acknowledge where it's stemming from, if it's not stemming from this opportunity and it's stemming from the past, that past energy is dead and gone. That's where, you know, depression comes from. And so now we have no choice but to bridge our focus back to playfulness, back to, you know, abundance, because that's where abundance is going to lie, in the present moment, not in the past. They're talking about sort of taking our time in the exploration. It's like, you don't have to, they're not asking for all of your strength at once. They're saying that you can take baby steps in your curiosities here, but they want you to be moving forward and not moving backwards as well. And they don't want you to look to the past for examples of why things aren't going to work out in the future. of the connection that's going to be forming for you in October, or the one that's going to be on your mind because you're watching somebody. It's like you've been watching somebody, maybe you've been crushing on someone, maybe it's been in the work realm or some realm related to the practical realm in some way. This could be the bank, the church, something like that. Like you've been keeping your eye on someone, and Spirit says the turn of events may belong to you. The turn of events that are going to happen, that are going to create this relationship between this electricity that you've been feeling with this person, may lie in the hands of the divine feminine or the divine masculine, depending on which energy field you relate to. There's just something about working and creating the desires of our heart here. You can see that the fox is manifesting. It looks like the magician. And the truth is that communication will be your key to success. Communicating with this person, because they may be holding boundaries for themselves too. Communicating with this person may just set free their truth in regards to their feelings for you. So don't overthink an attraction that is in place for you in October, or already is in place at this time of watching this video. Don't overthink when you feel prompted to say something or take a risk or take a leap of faith, because it's going to carry you far. It's going to take you into changes into your life. And if you're worried about some type of rejection, I don't feel like you're going to get it. I don't feel you're going to get that rejection. They say that the fear of the rejection is coming from a temporary heartbreak in the past that, again, we haven't completely healed from. October love predictions, please. We have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And then I feel like once you step outside of your comfort zone in October, I feel like there's way more opportunity for growth. There's like these options that are coming in. I don't think you're going to get rejected if that's what you're worried about, because we start to make plans. And the truth is that I feel like there's this message about how if you were honest with yourself, they're talking about how you, like I just heard Beyonce's Who Run the World Girls, Who Runs the World Girls. They're talking about how you, if you were honest with yourself, you could have anybody you want. Like you're a beautiful person, you're everything beautiful about the divine feminine with the Queen of Pentacles. You're smart, you're creative, you're attractive, you're independent. Like you have so much to offer anybody. So there's no reason for you to deny yourself. There's no reason for you to feel insecure. In fact, they're talking here about like a competition, and this could be a competition for your focus or competition for you once you really step into your power and kind of claim your rights, claim your independence in some way. They're even talking about maybe you even have some options about who you want to approach as well. And they know that it's easier to just fantasize than it is to actually apply some sort of force here. But the determination that you show is not only creating a sort of a double mission for you in relationships, it's also helping you to ascend in the spiritual scope too. And there's the Three of Cups. You're going to be going out. This person feels very different from you in some way. You're going to be going out with this person, maybe even in a group of people, but just having fun. And October is going to be about that for you, especially if you step outside of your comfort zone and don't let fear overrule your opportunities and your attractions that you have for somebody specific. Because there's celebration coming in. Celebration. We have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Wands. And again, they think that you worry too much about what other people think about or what they think about you and their opinion of you. And the truth is that she's staring at the rainbow for a reason, because it's talking about the full spectrum, and her hair is completely loose. It looks like it was braided, it's all wavy, but it's now loose because you have nothing to compare yourself to. There's no comparison for your energy. And we have excitement and celebration and going out as a theme in October for you as well. October 2023 love predictions, please. I feel like this aspect about going out, you may not solidify your placement, like you may not be in a commitment by the end of October, but you're going to be going out with someone, you're going to be having fun, and then ultimately it's that risk that you keep taking that is weaving the destiny of this relationship forming for you. So the path that you are exploring in October, which is going to require you to override your fear and step out of your ego and into your strength, it could carry you pretty far. We have here, surrender to the alchemy of life, the rock bottom. We have the Nine of Swords as your back of deck. And as soon as we get through the last ditch independent cycles, we move into community. We move into release. And it's like revealing something. The cracked open is reminding me of the expansion of the pine cone. It's like we're revealing our truth here as well. Sharing your song, frequency of sound, and taking a deep dive into a connection. They're saying the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. Once you express yourself and you take a risk, you are passing the baton. It's like a relay race. You leave no stone uncovered. You have no reason to fear, because ultimately Spirit says, even if you got rejected, which I don't think you will, they say that there are so many other energies that are willing to step in and take that place. October love predictions, please, for pile number 2. You can see in your card here the big cat that is jumping over the moon, jumping over the fear. We have here a change in the wind, and tick-tock, timing being a factor. They want you to surrender to the change that's coming in. And it's like an opportunity that has been hiding in plain sight. Perhaps your emotions towards this person have been hiding in plain sight as well. But with the zebra, I always think of the cheetah. It's like something lying in the grass waiting for an opportunity to pounce. It's like we have to know when the opportunity is upon us, and we have to take advantage of it. And they're playing that Eminem song where if you have one opportunity to shoot your shot. We have 2, the sea, surrender to what will be revealed to you after you take that leap of faith. Revelations are coming, but reasons to celebrate are also coming as well. You get more of a crystal clear idea about what this person's feelings or intentions are once you express yourself in some way in October. And you're going to have reasons to celebrate too. We have all-consuming fire, and I also saw the dragon. I saw a moth to a flame, like the devil energy. We also have the lamb and the camel. And there's a feeling about feeling insecure and like a lost lamb and feeling vulnerable. And here with the camel, there's a deep thirst. And there's this message about the endurance. It's like you can endure a deep thirst, but once you get to the refreshing pool, you're expected to take a leap of faith, expected to take a drink. It's like we wouldn't arrive at the mirage in the middle of the desert and not take a drink from that crystal clear pool. And so that's what they're encouraging you. It's like when you see a good thing, act upon it and you won't be disappointed. Pile number 2, please. October 2023 love predictions. Losing a whole year. We have yin yang. You are drawn to the 2 of cups. The yin yang symbol, twin flames containing aspects of each other's character within themselves, and a moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. But this is all about taking advantage of a moment. Taking advantage. We're dealing with the yin yang. We're dealing with the soulmate relationship. There is this war between the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and who is going to act first. But this is really highlighting a relationship that is being formed for you. I feel like it's being formed for you in October. I feel like perhaps we haven't completely solidified that we're together, but it's like this leap of faith that's going to be required of us to really seal the deal. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 2. Advice for pile number 2 for their October love cycle. We have the Page of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is reversed. I'm also getting an aspect of like education or schooling with the Page of Pentacles reversed right now. So that could be a factor for this connection in some way. Maybe it forms at school. They're talking about an insecure person. And they're talking about a divine masculine energy now, insecure person who doesn't have follow through because of their own insecurities. And so it's almost like they emotionally gaslight themselves into stressing out about opportunities when it comes to applying force towards the divine feminine. And that's why Spirit is so heavy on the responsibility side for the divine feminine in this case, because she's going to be the force that gets the wheel turning in this chance, in this opportunity. We have Wish and M. We have Claiming Our Independence and Leo energy. Divine feminine, making the world go round, also aspects of the internet. We have the hot air balloon, looking at things from a higher perspective before we transition. And then we have the DNA helix, but I also think about the temperance, and I think about finding joy in the journey. And I also think about mixing together, like having fun, even going out and having fun. There could even be a sexual element to October for you as well. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell as well. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the pumpkin and to the moon, and this is your reading. What can you expect in October 2023 in your love realm? Now, you can see this werewolf howling at the moon. It's talking about capitalizing on moon cycles and what you need to release. It's also talking about moving through a cycle of expansion, because they're saying that you're outgrowing old situations and maybe you've been longing for change. And this is asking you to prepare for that change that you've been longing for. They feel like you have dealt with a lot of frustrating realities, especially in reactions or in relation to loyalty. They're talking about trouble with loyalty in the past. And so you're really longing for something more, but you're also coming from a really disappointing experience or experiences perhaps. And you perhaps thought that with this lack of loyalty that you experienced, you had commitments or you found your person, but they're really talking about the person that was disloyal to you just sort of setting the stage for this molting. They're talking about you molting into something new. So really trusting in your intuition to guide you. They can see that what you're longing for. You want a transformation from what you've been dealing with. So let's take a look here. October 2023 love predictions, please, for pile number 3. I just heard "Don't Ever Lose the Light in Your Eyes," like that song by Leanne Rimes. Knight of Wands. The Ten of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. We have the High Priestess. And your higher self is already coming forward saying that there's a reason why you had to go through the cycle you went through. And that's a tough message to even deliver sometimes, because we don't want to deal with pain. But they're letting you know it's over now. And they're saying there's nothing we can do about the past. All we can do is take what we've learned from it and carry that lesson into the future. There's nothing we can do about the past here. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups coming out as well, which is beautiful. I also saw the Page of Pentacles and the World with the Sun coming out here. And you'll notice all of the swords around the Sun. It's like it's like all these rotations around the Sun, all the times that you had to experience realities that maybe were kind of more familiar to the Ten of Swords than not. They're talking about initiating cycles. This cycle initiated this new emotional cycle. Here's the Justice. And they're talking about how you've been shown a lot of contrast in the love realm. It's like you were shown a negative contrast, and that has lit a fire of expectation underneath you. But Spirit says your expectations in the unknown are not going to be matched. There's more abundance and there's more generosity waiting for you in the next relationship. I love October for you because truthfully, Spirit's talking about things that are going to be revealed to you that are going to help you move on further. It's like completely closing off the cycle. If you haven't completely achieved that yet, you're going to move on. And I feel like it's going to take you some time to trust this new person. I feel like you're meeting a brand new person. But Spirit says they may be new to you in this lifetime, but they're not new to your soul. There's like a beautiful collaboration from a past life that's coming forward. I feel like for someone, you might meet this person on the internet. That's not for everybody, but you might meet this person on the internet. You may already have started the process of, like in the very recent past, you may have met this person, and there's a lot of attraction with this person. There's a lot of movement. They have a lot of confidence. And confidence will actually be your key to success. So there's a reason why Spirit's bringing forward this type of confident energy towards you right now, so that you can have that to mirror back at you, because you're going to need it to not even do anything other than surrender to what's happening. To give yourself the permission to be vulnerable in this connection. Let's get some clarifying cards here. Because I feel like someone's asking you out in October, or you're going out with someone in October. It's like there's new initiatives, there's new emotional starts here, which is really great. There's the Justice, and you deserve it. They're talking about potential, for someone watching, a potential workaround connection, but that's not the overarching theme here at all. They're more so speaking about the mastery that we're gaining by walking through the stages of our transformation, even the negative ones, because the Tower has fallen. The past is done. It's over with. We are now moving into a new earth, into a new timeline. Yep, there's the Empress. There's the Seven of Pentacles. I even feel like this could result in, like, I feel like maybe you just recently had to move. It's like there's been a lot of upheaval for you. It's like everything had to change. It's like, and not just in a physical sense, but even emotionally. It's like all of our hopes and dreams that we planted into the past, we have to recalibrate that hope. We have to plant new seeds, and that's really difficult. That's a challenging cycle to be closing out. Again, I feel like somebody even physically moved recently or is in the process of moving. You may be moving in October, and that could create sort of a lot going on for you. Like a lot of things are going on. But don't give up, because Spirit says the reward is coming. Yes, Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like this person coming forward for you, they're perfect for you in a sense. They're really generous with you, but they may be different from you, just in a cultural or spiritual sense. And your guides and your angels, your higher self, is celebrating this opportunity, because it's kind of like a physical representation of all of the force that you created. It's like all of the strength that you cultivated through these endings, everything that you've been through. It's like the reward for you coming in. And this person makes you laugh. This person it's exciting. You guys are going to be going out. They're going to be taking you new places. Like they're going to be taking you places you've never been, to like eat, even to like go hiking or something. They're going to be taking you new places. And it's like the perfect distraction for you. It's the perfect person, the perfect distraction for you. This is like a very jovial type of person. They're really funny. They have a lot of kindness in their soul. Like they're just a really good person. And it's through their company that helps you to find the balance that has been missing from you. Helps you to recognize the contrast that was so negative that you maybe even sometimes have a hard time admitting to in the past. Because there's that Ten of Swords. I love this for you though. Like this is a support to what you're moving away from. It's like once we have established that our empowerment in old cycles are gone, we can't keep going forward in that old cycle. So there's a depletion. But the beautiful sunshine that's coming up over the horizon is telling us that we're making a new plan. So the old plan is falling away. We have to recalibrate, we have to reestablish, but there's something coming in for you in October that's going to help that process along more. It's going to help to ease the pain of the process of that ending. Here's the Ten of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. Whoops. There's an emphasis on putting in the effort. Again, emphasis on the workaround for someone watching, but more so about the opportunity that sits in front of you and not sabotaging the opportunity. Not sabotaging. And sometimes when we get through a really long cycle or one that we've invested a lot of hope or energy into, we can't imagine starting back at square one. But Spirit says this is going to be fun. This is going to hold like playfulness and joy that you didn't experience in the past, or you haven't experienced in your past cycles for a really long time. It's like an awakening in you, and it's not going to be the work that you think it is. The work is going to be worth it, and it's going to be fun. This person's going to make sure that it is, and all you have to do is just surrender to that fun. Surrender to the changes that are happening. Allow this energy to be the vessel, to be the collaborative force that helps you to move on and empower yourself completely and totally. And for some watching, beyond October, and we're looking down the line, obviously, but beyond October, there could be commitment cycles even with this person coming in. So just let this momentum of October carry you into more abundance. And I just really love the energy surrounding this person too. They could actually, it could even be like a friend that you already know that perhaps you're going to be establishing a little bit something more with for someone watching. That won't be for everyone. We have here time for a nap. And that's why Spirit wants us to understand that it's down the line that commitment cycles are back in force for us. So you have commitment cycles coming in the future, which is beautiful. But in this moment, your higher self is asking you to allow the rest, to allow great opportunities that are hiding in plain sight to truly be acknowledged, and to be, it's like to allow yourself the participation. We have here, it's time to go. It's time for us to take action. It's time for us to enjoy the opportunity. It's time for us to release. I just saw Unfinished Symphony. And I feel like this October 2023 is what's really going to nail that coffin shut and lay it to rest. We have peace coming in for you. So much potential. And we have happy, happy back of the deck. You'll be very happy if you take that leap of faith into the situation and you say yes to the change. There's a lot more abundance than what you have been experiencing. It's like turning a light on. October 2023 love predictions, please, for pile number 3. We have here, your hard work is paying off. And communication is key, specifically with your higher self. When we talk about collaborations, we're not just talking about with other people. We're talking about with Source, with your angels, with your guides. They're also perhaps talking about a communication cycle that is spearheading all of this. We have you are good enough on the back of that deck. They're also showing me the meditate and contemplate. And that's what they want you to meditate and contemplate, as upon your worthiness and this Empress energy, because you've been defeated or deflated in that department. When the Empress is supporting the Ten of Swords, I'd much rather it be the opposite, because this is the truth of you. The situations around us will tell us who we are unless we tell ourselves who we are. And so there's something about meditating and contemplating upon your worth so that you can have that truth mirrored in your everyday life. And this person's going to help you do that by their generosity, by their vulnerability. It's a really positive turn of events for you. October 2023 predictions, please. Either there is a word connection. Go ahead and just do it, Spirit says. Go ahead and put that effort in. They're even talking about somebody coming in that's actually a really family-oriented creature. It's like somebody who really is reliable, dependable, and they have goals towards commitment cycles down the line. But we're going to enjoy the process first. We have the Firefly, and we have the Cosmic Egg. You can see the Cosmic Egg is covered in all of those beautiful colors. It's like the full spectrum of the rainbow. It's talking about the potential that's available to you in the unknown. And the potential is the sun, is the world, is security for you that you haven't experienced up to this point. What this whole cycle that has just closed is teaching you is how to be like the Firefly and enjoy the pulsing light, but don't hold on too tight to that expectation from the past. It's talking also about allowing that light to go out, allowing something to pass so that you can move into an abundant new timeline. Let's get a charm bowl. They're also talking about destiny with the Six of Cups. Somebody that is destined to cross paths with you. Advice for pile number 3 about their timeline in love in October. The Temperance. The Temperance is reversed. The Knight of Cups is reversed. And you know, in this moment, because we're perhaps sitting in the despair or the lack of clarity of the Ten of Swords, we're thinking that it's unrealistic for us to expect positive things. We're feeling like things are out of control right now. It's like our feet aren't solidly planted. We feel like things are beyond our control, or we have our hands tied behind our back. And so that's creating this belief system of it's unrealistic to expect that, or to expect abundance. But this Ace of Swords is the initiation of a new perspective. It's the truth of a situation that we're still seeking answers about. Like they're talking about new information coming in to help to provide this proof of, or to provide the proof necessary to disprove the expectations being unrealistic for us, so that we can get out of the chaotic energy and into something more balanced and something more supportive. I just heard surrender to the alchemy of life. We have the letters G and O for go. We have N. Ooh, we have commitment cycles. This could mean commitment cycles that have broken down with the Tower, with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and also heading towards commitment cycles. We have Aries. We do have the honeybee, and I love that because it's about sacrifice that we're letting go of, but the sweet results that await us, and then creative accountability with the blank canvas. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates with you. If it does, drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day.